I'm really struggling to put all of this in words. The execution of Alex Preddy is really weighing on me. The murder of Renee Good was busting me up, and all the gaslighting since then, the Darvo bullshit from Republicans, and then I learned about the gentleman that got murdered by an off-duty ICE agent on New Year's. Like, they're just murdering people. Like, not that all of this stuff they've been doing for all this time has been heinous. Like kidnapping people, renditioning people out of the country, sending people to CCOT. Like, we learned about how bad CCOT was. I'm so disappointed in the Democrats for failing to fight back. I feel like they're complicit. The Republicans obviously are worse, but the Democrats, they are exactly like the white moderates, the moderates that Dr. Martin Luther King warned us about, that are just as bad, if not worse, than the fascist oppressors that we are facing right now. Because they don't do enough. Like a veteran that I have been following for a little bit, forgive me for blanking on his name, he was one of the people that has been very brave and very unapologetic, and has clearly stated his case about how harmful American imperialism is, and how harmful capitalism is, and how bad things are because of the protection and having things be weighted so it benefits the Epstein class, like all of that. Like, he was on the Freedom Flotilla going to Gaza after Greta Thunberg raised the profile of people just trying to break through and trying to get Palestinians help. And he was right, like, about how, like, Palestine's struggle is the same struggle for all of us. Like, it's about basic human rights and standing up for people that are clearly being oppressed by Israel and the United States. And it is exactly the same problem here now. Like, the same companies that are harming, the same training, the same tactics, the same psychological warfare through the media, propaganda. It's the same stuff, like dehumanizing immigrants, trans people, people on the left, people standing up for their constitutional rights, people invoking their constitutional rights, people peacefully protesting are called rioters, no matter what they do, even when they are peaceful, which is what is happening the majority of the time. People like Alex Preddy was standing up for one of his members in the community, 2 women that were being assaulted by CBP agents. They pushed them down. He was trying to help them up. He got pepper sprayed for that. He was videoing what was going on, which these people are terrified of people actually gathering evidence on their illegal activities. And then they pushed him on the ground, beat him up. I don't know if they pistol whipped him or hit him with one of those like heavy duty like mag lights, but they stripped him of his gun that he wasn't even holding. It was holstered. It never came out of the holster. We have the fucking video from multiple angles. Thankfully, we have the video. And it's brutal. Like, I have to watch. Listen, guys, as a veteran, this is just, it just fucking, like, it tears me up. Because, like, I, like many others, have sacrificed part of my life to defend our freedoms, to defend our Constitution, defend our rights. We have a right to protest. We have a right to fucking due process. All of us do. We have a Second Amendment right to defend ourselves and defend our neighbors. And just because he had a gun on him, which he had a legal right to carry, he was there as a legal observer, standing up for his neighbors. This guy's a good man, and they called him a domestic terrorist. They'll call me a domestic terrorist for being a good American standing up for their Constitution. I served. I put my ass on the line, and they're going to have the nerve to call good people, the best of us, domestic terrorists. Renee Good was a fucking poet. And because she didn't cower to these cowards, and told him, I'm not even mad at you, man. She was trying to follow the fucking stupid orders that the agent didn't even have any business giving to her. She was trying to move the car like they told her to. And then they boxed her in, created a kill box situation, and executed her. They executed Alex Preddy. And the fucking gaslighting. And them trying to extract fucking voter data, intimidating people. They've taken kids. We heard the screams from a facility, kids crying out, thousands of them. What the fuck, man? Like, this is what Republicans are okay with. I see them cackling, cheering on ICE, violating the law, claiming that we don't have a right to protest when we are being occupied. We are having people being stolen unlawfully. They're being taken from their schools. Kids are being taken from their schools. Families are being separated. How can you side with this? How can you betray your fellow American? This has nothing to do with immigration law. It's got nothing to do with getting criminals off the street. If we were getting criminals out of the streets, ICE and CBP would leave. And they would turn themselves in. They would arrest the occupants of the White House. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Like, guys, what is happening with this fucking regime would make fucking King George blush. Read the Declaration of Independence. What is happening right now is worse than what was complained about there. This is wrong. It's absolutely a violation of the Constitution on a regular basis. And they're profiting off of this stuff. Donald J. Trump has, tripled his net worth? That is not legal. That is not legal. It's clear self-dealing. It's blatant corruption. They stole our data. They attack our healthcare. They attack our people. They are responsible for murder, serial murders in the Caribbean, murders in Venezuela, murders on our streets. Our people are being executed. And they lie. They gaslight. They do this Darvo bullshit. Distract, attack, reverse victim and offender. It's what they're doing all the time. Blaming Tim Walz over some fucking bullshit that's already been fucking prosecuted. And by the way, it was a white lady who was the ringleader, blaming an entire goddamn community. Collective punishment is a crime against humanity for a reason. You do not punish an entire group of people because of the crimes of a few. What are you doing? Inherently, that is wrong. It is ethically wrong. It is morally wrong. It is legally wrong. It is indefensible what they are doing, and then they lie to the public about what happened when we have it on video. They lied about what happened to Renee Good. We have it on video from multiple angles. It is bullshit to say that agent had any reason or right. He didn't have a right to talk to her, let alone shoot her. He had no reason to step in front of that vehicle other than to set up a kill box. Those cowards beat Alex Preddy and then shot him in the fucking back, execution style, after they knew they took his weapon away from him. They have to be removed. Article 2, Section 4 of the Constitution. By the Constitution, these people have to be removed from power. And I would argue we have to call elections. Remove J.D. Vance, remove Donald Trump, remove all civil officers, arrest them all. Arrest these ICE agents, arrest these CBP people, arrest DHS, every single one from the top to the bottom that has violated people's constitutional rights. That's the law. That's what accountability looks like. That is not political fucking, like, abuse of the judicial system. That's what the fucking Trump regime does. They were held accountable before. That wasn't a violation of anything. If it was, the judges would have rejected it. Juries would have rejected it. Grand juries would have rejected it. They are criminals. Republicans elected criminals. And they are complicit. They have blood on their hands. And they argue for the crimes. Because they are authoritarians. They are weak-minded people. They are submissive people. They are in a cult. They cannot judge anything independently on their own. They are not critical thinkers. That is why they defend this stuff. They have a mental illness. We need a mental wellness fucking program nationally for anybody who is complicit with giving aid, comfort, or support to these traitors to America. It has to stop. There must be arrests. Our state AGs need to be empowering their state and local police and their federalized or their state National Guards and reservists. They need to be preparing those people to go in and assist, protect the people, protect the citizens, and assist with the detainment and arrests of ICE agents. And I believe we need marshals to be arresting the Republicans and any Democrats that appear to be complicit. This has gone far, far, far too far. It is not enough to wait for the midterms. More people will die. Anybody who is not doing absolutely everything they can and thinking outside the box, it is morally, legally, and ethically defensible to just do mass arrests on the Republicans. They have brought this on themselves. If they didn't want to be charged with treason for betraying our nation, for betraying their oaths of office, for violating the constitutional rights of Americans and those within its borders and territories, they have due process rights. They have tortured people. They have murdered people. They have disappeared people. We have people that are unaccounted for. They're taking kids. They have hurt people's pets too. We're at war, and they've declared war on the citizens. That is not what they were elected to do. They're public servants. They had a job. They failed. They turned. They profited. They did crimes. They need to pay for it.